I'm Clara Evans, once a girl with a mother whose laughter lit up our home, whispering dreams of a bright future. At 10, that light vanished. Cancer stole her, leaving me with a father drowning in grief. He remarried soon after to Ruth, a woman with ice in her veins. She saw me as baggage, a stain on her new life with Dad. Her coldness seeped into our house, turning it from a haven to a prison. Dad, once my rock, faded under her sway, believing her venom that I was a burden, a threat to their fresh start. I clung to Mom's memory, her voice in my head keeping me afloat. Ruth's cruelty sharpened with time. She made me a servant, scrubbing floors, cooking, slaving late while she pampered her daughters. Lily and Grace from her past marriage. They got silk dresses, I got rags. They taunted me, egged on by Ruth, their giggles cutting deeper than her orders. Dad turned away, lost in Ruth's lies, blind to my hunger, my exhaustion. Our bond dissolved, replaced by silence and shame. Yet I wouldn't break in the attic. Under flickering stars it whisper, one day it'll be free, fueling a quiet fire inside me. By my late teens, Ruth's hatred peaked. I overheard her plotting to ditch Mesh's dead weight. She sneered to Dad, my heart raced. I begged him to see me, but he stared past, mumbling, Ruth knows best. Days later, she threw me out, barely a bag, no goodbye, homeless. I wandered the world, harsh and vast. Shelters and streets became my life. I scavenged, took odd jobs, washing dishes, sweeping floors. Cold bit my bones. Hunger gnawed, but I refused to crumble. Mom's hope drove me'd survive. Prove Ruth wrong, each day was a fight. I saved pennies, slept on benches, learned resilience the hard way. Then a diner owner, Martha, noticed me scrubbing plates with grit. She offered steady work, a lifeline. Her warmth cracked my shelf, taught me to cook, to smile again. Becoming the mom I'd lost, I saved more. Confidence growing, I dreamed big, a place of my own. A business built from scratch. Martha's stories of her diner's humble start lit that spark brighter. I wasn't just serving. Vinci was climbing. The diner was my refuge. Martha saw my hunger, net for food, but purpose. One night she said, you've got it. Clara built something, I confessed. My dream, a bakery. Warm in mind, she grinned. Teaching me numbers, suppliers, the works. I skipped meals, every dollar a step closer. Ruth's cruelty, Dad's betrayal me. I leased a tiny space, hands shaking as I signed opening day. My bakery smelled of bread and defiance. Customers came, drawn by my grit and grin. It grew slow, steady, real. Success tasted sweet. My bakery buzzed, a community hub. People whispered my story from streets to storefront, and I hired kids like me, giving them chances Ruth never did. Money eased, I opened a second spot, then a third. Papers called me a self-made star. I spoke at shelters, shared my scars, watched eyes light up, but late at night alone. Dad's silence stunned, it made it without him. Yet craved his regret. Ruth's shadow lingered to a ghost I couldn't shake. One day, a gala invite, camp and see for charity. I went hoping to fund my outreach for homeless teens. In a sleek dress, I stood out, not as a victim but a victor. Then Ruth appeared, all fake smiles, clinging to some rich friend. She oozed praise, eyeing my success like a prize. Rage Floretti saw her for the small, bitter woman she was. We're done, I said, voice steel, walking away. That moment freed me, note forgiveness, but power shed lost. Dad showed up weeks later, gray and frail, at my bakery. I'm sorry, he croaked, tears in his eyes. Ruth twisted my failed you. I froze, torn anger, battled a flicker of hope. His words didn't erase years of pain, but they cracked my armor. It'll take time, I said, letting him in. Cautious, fragile therapy followed, peeling back layers of hurt roots. Cruelty scarred deepest, Dad's neglect a close second. I cried, raged, healed slowly. My bakeries thrived, a chain. Now my foundation, feeding kids, teaching skills. I traveled, spoke, built a legacy Mom would be loved. Ruth faded, Dad, and I tiptoed towards something new. Success wasn't in you, we sought peace. That girl cast out was gone. It risen, not just survived. And every loaf, every smile proved it.